So anyway, this real estate attorney said I could lose my license to practice law. I can't go into a civil court and make criminal allegations. He says I would have to notify the prosecuting attorney first and get them involved. We would have to work and he said, really, at that point, it's a criminal matter. If this is what happened with that land and those warranty deeds, they're void. It's got to be a criminal investigation. So he gave me who to file complaints with the state, namely the state. It's a special unit that oversees notary publics, because the notary public who notarized that warranty deed committed a felony. Well, it was under Jeb Bush and Rick Scott. So guess what? Nothing happened. Turns out they were in bed with a lot of the predatory real estate, countrywide real estate. They were making predatory loan. All of this happened because some big Panama City, they sold triple wide trailers. Well, they sold one to her sister, who had no good job. Her husband was in jail. She had 4 kids she couldn't support. They saw her coming a mile away. They gave her a 30-year loan at $750 a month and said, we'll do it as long as you get your father, her stepfather, basically, to give up 25 acres as collateral. They knew she was going to default on that loan. They had her lie on the application for the loan. The real estate company advised her to lie. Then she brought the thing up to sign the land over as collateral for the loan. She brought it up and had her dad sign it. So both her, my partner's sister, and her brother, half brother and half sister, both had her brain tumor. 96-year-old father, who was clearly had a stroke and had serious issues, signing warranty deeds, not in front of a notary public like it was supposed to. Then the sister took that signed notary deed back down to the Panama City real estate office, and then the notary public signed it. After I wrote up my complaint, I got a copy. The notary public division in Florida, he had to immediately submit a response, and it was a sworn affidavit, lied about all of it. Well, I recorded the whole thing. I recorded the sister coming to that because she was always threatening. She was always threatening us to give her money, sign over this, sign over that. So I started recording everything. Even with the recording, Rick Scott and his whoever it is he appointed to that unit did nothing. So the Sewells and Rick Scott and this predatory, of course, it ended up they defaulted on the loan, and it split the land. He had 25 acres. No, it was 5 acres my partner's father had to put up for collateral. So he had 25 acres, and they took 5 of it right out of the middle. So he had 10 acres on one side, and then 8 or 9 or the remaining on the other, which actually bordered a creek, which was actually the more valuable piece, which he wanted. His wife's cousin called my partner to have, because her dad put it in both of their names, and she sent him to try to intimidate my partner into just signing it all. Well, I want it all. Well, who the fuck are you, motherfucker? And it wasn't even her brother that wanted it. It was his wife. So it would, because my partner's father bought it from the Sewells in the first place. Well, they were getting all their land back for free. And guess who lived right across that county road? The Sewells. So he got all of his land back that Rudy bought from him for free. So that's how I know you don't go into civil court and make criminal allegations. And if you do, you have to engage prosecutors. That's why I filed a civil whistleblower sealed lawsuit, proceeded indigent pro se, and I had to be interviewed by lawyers at the Western District of New York in Buffalo, and you don't even get the forms to file And when you file indigent pro se, you don't have to pay the $400 filing fee. They make sure that, number one, it's a federal case, doesn't belong in any other court. Number two, they make sure it's not litigious, because everybody wants to make a federal case out of something, right? I mean, with civil rights violations, everybody be lined up around the block to file federal lawsuits. So they make you go to what's called a pro se clinic, and I had to talk to 3 different lawyers. I had to talk to the first one, and he found it legit, and he went and talked to somebody else, and then I got to sit down and be interviewed by some professor of law that ran the pro se clinic. And she went up and told the clerk, this one is okay, print out the forms, and then I didn't have to pay the $400 filing fee. Trump and Cuomo and all these cops know all this. So when they talk all this bullshit about, oh, you're just a conspiracy theory, they don't let you do that unless you have evidence. They already know a team of lawyers already approved this, and a fucking judge, and the clerk, and waived a $400 filing fee. So if anybody, oh, well, you don't have credentials, you ain't no lawyer. I may not have credentials, but people with credentials have already, including a local police officer at South Burlington PD. I was sent to the police after one of Cuomo's local partners in crime and the Weinbergers, which is all tied